One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, blah, 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 blah. We're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome into Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. I'm your host, Ahman Green, along with my good friend and studio teammate, John Audius. Man, John, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Ahman? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good. I'm doing good, man. Just got some good news here with my man Sean up here in the Green Bay Edge Gamers Lounge. He ended up changing up some little tidbits of information for me. There you go, right there. Getting the audio clips all into the StreamYard, so I'm super excited now. So I don't have to worry about scrounging through my Google Docs for the audio clips for that podcast open and then this or that game releases and what's on stream. So this is a good start to my show here, man. Good start.
Let's go. I'm excited. I'm ready for this one. Is Rico going to pop in at some point?
Yeah, Rico the rookie. We're going to call him the Rico the rookie right now. He'll pop in. He said he'll be a smidge late. So we'll find out what a smidge late is here in a few minutes. And if you're coming in, if you're here the first time podcast, we usually don't go at 2:30. We just had to make some adjustments because of my schedule. So we pushed it back to 2:30, but we're usually at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time here on the Gamers Lounge. And we talk about topics in the gaming world, not just esports, but in the gaming world, from stuff like what we going to talk about with Activision. And when I'm going to talk about the Anime Expo out in Los Angeles, and then Rico found some interesting news by one of the voiceover actors from One Piece. I'm a fan of that series. It's a long series, John. It's like over 3,000 episodes. So we'll never see the end of it. We'll just keep watching One Piece TV shows and movies included in that tally of shows that they have for us as anime fans. So, and then this or that, have that fun conversation. Game releases, our picks of the week, which should be fun and interesting. And then we have been recapping season 6 of Black Mirror. We're on episode 2, Loch Henry, which was a crazy, messed up, just like all the Black Mirrors are, crazy and messed up, having to do a little bit with technology. And I've done some homework on that episode, John, and that episode has a lot of, as we call, Easter eggs, a lot of things that you see in the background that connect to other things in other shows or series, things of that nature. So, yeah, it'll be a little bit of that, but not a whole lot because I don't know all the Easter eggs.
Hey, I didn't even catch them in any Easter eggs. So
right.
excited.
So it's just interesting. So it's just how, the writers, the developers of the series does all that. So they throw an Easter egg in to see if you're paying attention to the lore, as they say, the canon storyline to what's true from the previous series of Black Mirror episodes. Because even though every episode is different, that means there's a different director, different writers. They all kind of, meet with each other. So they kind of have an idea of what's going on around the Black Mirror universe. So it's going to be fun to talk about that. So what's up, JFK in the house? He says, was going to get gas. So I stopped you and went live, huh? Okay. And Nick 9111 said, yo, what's up, Nick? So check in with you, John. How's been your week since last show?
It's been crazy. So many of you who are listening to this obviously know about the wildfires in Canada, right?
Oh my God, yes.
Smoke that is making its way into into the United States, rather. And I'm in Madison, Wisconsin, and the last couple of days it's been very hazy, just like when we're taping this right now. If you go outside,
same in Green Bay. Yep, same in Green Bay.
Same in Green Bay. Right now, at the last check in Madison, is when we started recording, we were in the very unhealthy, I think, or hazardous. It was purple, whatever purple means, and
which is not good.
Which is not good. It's crazy because you go outside. For those who don't know what we're talking about, you go outside. These wildfires, the smoke is just billowing down, and it's hazy outside.
Super,
you can see it in the daytime. And that's just, think about the amount of smoke that has gone through hundreds of miles, spread out hundreds of miles, traveled hundreds of miles, and you still see it.
Yeah.
Like you still see the smoke. In fact, I went outside on Monday, not really thinking too much about this, played a little, just 10 minutes outside basketball with my daughter and her friends.
Yeah.
And the rest of the night, my throat was irritated and scratchy. And then yesterday, go outside, within seconds, my eyes are watering. And I just rub them. It's crazy, man. So that's kind of weird, but it's hazy. And when I thought of the word hazy, it made me think of Rico the rookie hazing. What kind, and not necessarily bad hazing,
right?
What are some of the things
we could have him do?
Yeah, or that happened to you when you were a rookie, or that's not too like extreme, obviously.
True.
What is something we could do for Rico the rookie to kind of
let me think about it. Let's hit this bet online real quick for our sponsors here on the Gamers Lounge real quick, and then we could get to that question right there.
Okay, so Bet Online is your number one source for all your sports betting needs, whatever the season. They have the latest odds, team matchup information, player news, and game trends. It's Bet Online. And as your continued source for all sports wagering info, they feature live betting, free contests, giveaways. It's the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sporting events, whether that's the NFL, which is coming up here, and it'll be just a matter of weeks. NBA, NHL, MMA, tennis, boxing, golf, it's all there. Head to betonline.ag to join and receive your 50% welcome bonus with your first deposit. And make sure to use the promo code BELIEVE, and that's spelled BLEAV, to receive your rewards. Bet Online, where the game starts.
All right, so where the game started with me when I got drafted, hazing was at an all-time high in the NFL and in college sports in 1998. So since I wasn't the first-round draft pick for the Seattle Seahawks, I got it kind of easy. Anthony Simmons was our first-round pick. He was a linebacker out of Clemson, and he got tied to the goalpost and had water buckets of ice poured on him during one of the training camps. And then it doesn't stop. You know, it's a whole season long. Professional athletes drag stuff out. So for me being a third round pick, my worst thing I had to do every Saturday and Sunday, which it was of a home game, was go get donuts and milk for the veteran running backs and sometimes of other veteran positions. And the only thing that stuck a thorn in my butt about it was the fact that the veterans of the running backs, they would not even, I would get at least a dozen, if not 2 dozen of donuts with some muffins. I mixed it up. You know, I came in assorted. You know, I think I should have been a concierge in another lifetime because I get assorted donuts, muffins, coffee, and milk.
Oh, wow.
And they touched nothing. Touched nothing. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I just spent at least $70, $80. And this was like 3 times that year. And we're on even though, yeah, I'm making good money. I'm not complaining about that. It's just the fact that it's the principles. It's like you go out, you buy this stuff for these guys. They could do this on their own because pretty much everybody in the house is a millionaire or 100,000-aire. Look, you can afford to do this on your own, but you're going to send the rookie out. I got to wake up at 6 a.m. when I don't have to really wake up till 7. So I'm getting up an hour early to then go to the Safeway that was not far from my house in Lakeland, Washington, Lakeside. I got the name of the town mixed up. Anyway, so I wake up, go, and then they don't eat it. So, of course, I was not happy going into that walkthrough practice on Saturdays after meetings. And then, but the worst thing was it was a couple DBs. I remember that rumor from my rookie year. The year before, Sean Springs, he was a number 1 draft pick out of Ohio State, defensive back, cornerback and he, first round draft pick, so big money at that time. And they stuck him with the build mid-season where all the defensive backs went out, but they took their entire families. They didn't. It just wasn't just individual. It wasn't just you, me, and like Rico. We go eat. No, it was you, your daughter, your wife, Rico, his kids, his wife, and then everybody else, the other DBs that was in the building, their wives and kids. And so that bill, I think, stuck Sean Springs somewhere north of $10,000.
Yeah. See, I hear stories like that, Ahman, when the rookies get tagged with the bill at dinner. Yeah. And I think, listen, I get it. It's like a tradition and it's fun. But like, I don't know, man. Like you just got paid.
Yeah.
You just got paid. And now they're saying, here's a 20. It seems like so irresponsible in some way. Like you're just setting up your teammate to like spend X percentage of the money he finally worked so hard to get. And you're like, nah, we're just gonna waste it on food your very first week.
Yeah, it was like, oh my, I heard that. I was like, I was sick. It wasn't even me, and I was sick to the stomach. And that was the year before I got there. So I was like, I hope that don't happen to me. I was praying to God that when I had Ricky Waters, he was the veteran in the room, along with Max Strong. Reggie Brown was one of our other fullbacks, and then Michael Black, who was drafted out of Washington State in the later rounds. I think the seventh round pick for us, and I was the third round running back. So I was praying to God. I was like, man, I hope I don't get stuck with the bill. Hope they don't ask us to go out to eat. I was like having recurring nightmares of being asked to go out to eat, and then I'm getting this bill of like $10,000. Oh, it was like I was like, but it never happened. But
right.
Like the helmet carrying, which was respectful. But after the year, so I don't know about NBA, NHL, and Major League Baseball. I don't know about their pro sport rookies. So our rookies in the NFL, I don't even know if it still happens today. So your rookie year, obviously your whole rookie year, the first year. You're not a rookie anymore till your second year after your third game. So I don't know if that's still a rule. So I'm in my second year. It's week 8. Week 8. Let me make that clear. It's week 8. We're halfway through my second year in the league, and I won't say his name. I won't say his position. I'll just say I have a veteran still harassing me like I am an official rookie. And I'm like, bro, that's been over like 5 weeks ago. Like I had the timing down and everything. I was like, that's 5 weeks ago. You can't mess with me no more. Leave me alone. He just would harass me. He would do high school stuff. Like he would knock my playbook out of my hand, walking down the hallway to make me pick up all my papers. And look
like
at mine! Look at mine! He can't hold on to his playbook just like he can't hold on to the ball. And I'm just like, are we in high school right now? I swear to God, I'm 22 years old, and this is happening right now.
Wow.
And so about week 8, so the next week he kept doing some stuff. He got, I don't know what got in him that got him fired up to start harassing me. So long story short of it, we're in practice. I just did like 3 or 4 reps in a row. Coach said, Ahman, come out, grab a knee, catch your breath, get a Gatorade, whatever. So I'm doing what my coach just told me to do. I'm sipping on a Gatorade, waiting for my next plays to pop up. And then here comes this player that I'm talking about. He punts my helmet into the drill. So we're running, I think, 7-on-7. And he like I'm on my helmet, like taking a knee on the ground. He punts it into the drill. And I stand up, of course, like, coaches yell, whose helmet is this? This is Mike Holmgren's the head coach now, so he just loves to yell, especially at me. And, of course, he's like, God dang it. Da, 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 da. And I grab my helmet and I walk over off the side, my bad, coach, da, 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 whatever. I walk up to the dude and I said, look, I ain't no rookie no more. I said, I'm about to knock you out right now. And then everybody grabbed me. As soon as all my teammates heard me say that, they knew I was about to swing on them. They like, Ahman, it ain't worth it. He ain't worth it. He's not that, he's not worth that fine, that check or whatever. I'm like, I don't care right now. I'm like losing it. I'm like, no, forget this. This is over. But no, they held me back, so I was able to calm down. But yeah, I say not too far after that, rookie hazing became a non-factor in a lot of rookie seasons for NFL players. I know baseball, basketball too died down. And I remember. So
did he stop harassing?
He stopped after that because I went.
That
to
was
my
it. You stood up. Maybe in a way he was waiting for you to take that next step. Like, hey, I want to see Ahman become like, I'm not taking this BS anymore type of guy, and maybe that'll translate on the football field. I don't know. I'm just trying to say
true.
I don't know.
But I was already sticking up. I was like, hey man, right. I said, look, man, it's 4 weeks past the fact. I'm not a rookie no more. So he just wanted to keep beating a dead horse, basically. And he probably was that one veteran that he got harassed his whole 2-3 years in the league and didn't want to, I say, not leave a stone unturned by harassing me for all that time. So JFK would just say, you should have called him out inside run. Yeah, I could have did that. Even though he was an offensive player, I'll put it there. That was about it. That would have been fun though. I say, hey, let's go Oklahoma drill, homie. Let's line this up. You want to mess with me? I'm not a rookie no more. Let's go. We had Dickville says, you think Adrian Peterson is going to sign somewhere as a goal line guy? I don't know. That's a good question.
What is Adrian Peterson?
He's still available? I thought he retired.
I didn't know he was still playing.
I don't know. And JFK says, do you still do the rookie? Well, I can't see that. me see. What's that say, John?
Do you still do that if you start as a rookie, as far as like some, like, I don't know, getting donuts, or I don't know if he was referring to that?
Oh, well, today I don't know. I got to ask. I'm gonna talk to Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon. I'll see what they're doing. I'll check in with them in about a month when training camp gets here to see what they're doing to the Young Bucks. And I think what changed the tide, I know what it changed the tide here for the Packers organization for a long time through the Mike McCarthy years, is that Mike McCarthy came in year one in 2006 when he took over from Mike Sherman. In his first meetings, I told you what he said about the bye week, right? He gave us a bye week in May. He said, you got a bye week, we're going to lose. I was like, oh, my God, this dude is he is the guy. Then the next thing out of his mouth was, there is no rookie hazing. I was like, oh. I wasn't going to do it anyway. I was, because I had been through what I've been through.
Yeah.
But other guys were planning to do it. And when he said that, he said, look, I say that because these young bucks are coming in here just like you were one day when you were a rookie, and it's hard. They're moving from a new town. People are coming from, USC, UCLA, Miami, coming from these big cities, and now they're in Green Bay. Or they're coming from one small city to another small city where they don't know anybody, and they got to adjust to the town, the weather, the people, the new address, the food, whatever. Don't give them a hard time. He said, if I hear about it, if I see it, you're going to have to talk to me. We're going to have to deal with you. And I was like, oh. I said, well, I ain't got to worry about that because I was taking care of my guys. I had Tony Fisher and Najee Davenport during my time here in Green Bay, and those guys are like brothers to me. I still take care of them. We still talk like it was, back in the day. So it's like, no, you can't give those guys a hard time like he says. It's already tough trying to be a pro athlete. That you got other pros trying to throw, what's the kids say today? Static your way? Throw that static.
Is that what they do? Throwing static?
Throwing static at you. You don't want that. So, well, we're trying to wait on the rookie. Oh, wait a minute. Did he? I got a message.
Rico, the rookie here? No, I don't see him.
Oh, that's you. Oh, okay. All right. Let's get on to News Bytes here. Let me get the.
Hey, by the way, Adrian Peterson last played in the league, as you're getting the News Bytes sounder, 2021 at the age of 36. But like our listener was saying, I'm sorry, I forget who said that, but
I think it was JFK.
JFK is that, yeah, AP has said recently he's not retiring, hopes to play one more year. He says, quote, mentally, I haven't officially hung it up.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, here we go. All right, we got, not you. Oh, wait a minute. My screen is small now. Let's go there. There we go.
Oh, now we're tiny.
We got your news bite up here. We don't have no intro for that. We got to get an intro for that. We'll just go right into it.
Oh, yeah, we don't have News Bite intro. Sorry.
No, we don't. What you got here, John, for us?
All right. Headline from Reuters. Activision CEO says gamers would revolt if Call of Duty were made exclusive. So basically the storyline here, if you don't know, the chief executive of Call of Duty, Activision, his name is Bobby Kotick, was urging a federal judge to allow his company, Activision Blizzard, to be bought by Microsoft for $69 billion.
Okay.
Oh, anyway.
He put that out last year, though. I remember him that comment.
But he also made it very clear, because some people are afraid that if this happens, if Activision is bought by Microsoft, that Call of Duty could be possibly exclusive to one platform.
True.
And this is what Kotick is saying is, hey, if that happens, there's going to be a revolt by gamers. Like if you just move it to one platform. And so basically he's trying to get this to go through. And he also says that it was a mistake not to allow Nintendo, the Switch, to carry Call of Duty, basically.
Yeah, they carried it for a little bit.
Yeah, and he said probably should have done that. And then basically Microsoft has offered to license, as part of this deal, Call of Duty to its rivals. So this would never happen where it'd be on the one platform. But Ahman, you tell me, what would happen if this $69 billion deal goes through and then Microsoft says, actually, Call of Duty's here.
Right.
Only. Nowhere else.
No, he's right. He's a Kotick. That's the only thing I would agree with him, is that he would be right. It would be a player revolt, a gamer revolt.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a game that has to live in all platforms, pretty much. If it doesn't live in all platforms, you're going to have a lot of unhappy FPS gamers out there. So it living in all platforms is something very important. And I don't see Knight. Is it Phil Knight? Oh, no, it's not Phil Knight. I know it's something.
Bobby Kotick?
No, the Xbox CEO.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's something Knight.
Okay.
Mr. Knight will not, being a businessman, he's like Jerry Jones. He knows his stuff. He's not going to allow that to happen. So I'm pretty sure Xbox will keep that, where it's non-exclusive and it's going to be on Xbox. It's going to be able to be distributed in other aspects for gamers out there. Because, not Xbox, but Call of Duty gamers are everywhere. Just like I say, FIFA, Valorant, League of Legends, Dota, StarCraft players all over the world. So if you cut that game down to one leg where it can't walk on 2 and 3, being on all platforms, then you're going to have a problem. And I don't see Xbox basically handicapping themselves, shooting themselves in the foot here. They're not that. They wouldn't do that. They're too smart for that in terms of business. In terms of business savvy, Xbox, Microsoft is too smart for that.
I think you're 100% right, Ahman. And so when I see this headline, he's technically right, but I feel like that's kind of a glorified headline because Microsoft would be shooting itself in the foot if it decided to just go exclusive like that and leave out the millions, tens of millions, hundreds, I don't know, of millions of gamers who don't use Microsoft to play Call of Duty. And it'd be a dumb move. So I feel like, and they're even saying, hey, we're going to license this to our rivals. Right. So I don't know. I think that this is just a headline because they wanted to fill some space. They wanted some clicks. I don't think it's a reality.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a big deal for them. Xbox, PlayStation, Call of Duty players out there, gamers out there don't have to worry about that. It'll be, like I said, a dumb move for Xbox to do that. So let me try to get Rico the rookie to invite in.
Is he here?
He says send him an invite, so I'm gonna do it again. I think.
Okay. Well, Ahman sends him an invite. If you have any ideas, what kind of soundbite we could make for the news bites?
For the news bites,
because I envision like news bite. I don't know. This is a horrible idea. I don't know,
like from the 1920s. All right, I'm back. Yeah. All right, now headed over to my news bite. And what to expect from Anime Expo 2023 in Los Angeles, California. So I'm super excited about this for the anime fans and for myself. I got a little bit of anime that I love that I've been watching. One Piece is one. I know Rico is going to talk about that a little later. Voltron, that was a big one. Dragon Ball. I'm not in deep. I was in deep at one time when I was playing right out towards the end of my career. There he goes. Here's Rico.
He's connecting.
He's connecting right now. So the Anime Expo is going down, and it's more of a precautionary tale. It's basically telling you what the do's and don'ts, and then obviously what's coming down the line. And here we go. What's up, Ed? Rico? We've named you. You are now Rico the rookie now because you're late. If you could hear me,
I will accept that.
And you owe us.
I will accept being the rookie.
Just for fun. It's nothing serious.
But my best?
What's that? You broke up. Say it again, Rico.
I'll send you guys like $2.
$2 for donuts.
You guys like $2.
Okay, that's fine.
Laser quick trip. Yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, Anime Expo out in Los Angeles, California is going to be going from July 1st, which is this Saturday, to July 4th, which I think is a little insane because it's a holiday weekend. And I know a lot of Americans celebrate that weekend, but they got some cool stuff that's going to pull you out to Los Angeles. If you're out there, great. If you're going to fly out there, even hopefully you make it out there safe, but you got fun stuff. You have, I know it's a big anime Chainsaw Man, Mob Psycho 100, the Trigun Stampede, and you got DJ Diesel. Anybody know who DJ Diesel is? Diesel? Shaq Diesel. Shaq is going to be DJing. Yes, that was his old DJ name. Remember Shaq Diesel, his rap name with the Fushnickens? Was it Fushnickens? If I said that correctly.
Well, did you ever? I had his old CDs.
I had one. I don't think I bought one.
You bought CDs? I
appreciate him as a basketball player, but I don't know. He was okay. He was okay at best.
Yeah, man.
He was better than me. I'll say that. I wasn't I can't rap at all. I know my lane. I'm a backup dancer, and that's it.
I had. I'm afraid to admit this. I had Shaq Diesel, the album from 1993.
Yep, I remember that album. That was fire.
The Return.
Okay, Nice.
It was awesome.
So not only do they have Shaq Diesel DJing, they got samurai sword training at the Anime Expo. Come on, man. It don't get no more fun than that. And then also discussing topics of the LGBTQ plus themes in Sailor Moon and the list goes on and on. So it's on the first day of July 1st to the 4th, every day is going to be 4 or 5 or maybe 6 premieres of different anime series, movies that's going on. One Piece is one. I know there's going to be a ton of voice acting, interviews and panels. This first one here, I think it's a popular anime panel, is Bungo Stray Dogs panel. That goes on for day 1. But the one that looks fun to me, because I'm, me, John, I'm a horror guy.
Oh,
you got Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead World premiere. So they have a premiere of that. It's going to be on Hulu and Netflix on July 9th. So in about 10 days or so, sometime next week, you sit down on your couch, pop in select the Hulu. Or man, I'm not gonna go to my Hulu. My Hulu's it keeps signing me out. I'm gonna go to Netflix and watch it. So one of the places I'm gonna catch this Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead World. That looks fun. That sounds fun. But then the Bandai Namco panel is later that day, and you just go on, and that will have the Mobile Suit Gundam Wing and Cowboy Bebop. I know some Cowboy Bebop fans here in the chat. So you got all that down there. Hopefully, if you're living in California, that means you're about to soak it up and head over to the Anime Expo next week or starting this Saturday. But if you're not, if you're flying out, you could look at all the cool panels. You could hear Netflix, J content presentations, who goes on, and just a fun list. And these are for, I say, a convention in itself. Yeah. If you go to you're a hardcore fan, John. Would you quote me on that? If you're a hardcore fan of the genre of expo or convention that you attend?
Are you saying what are you saying? I'm
saying as a question. When you go to a con or a convention like this, you are a hardcore fan. And
sure.
Are you not? Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I know I didn't word that right. Sorry about that.
No, I get it. Absolutely. Yeah. If you're going to one of these, you are going there for a reason.
Yeah. You got the investment into, example, like Spy X Family or One Piece, like I'm a fan of now. The Ancient Magnus Bride season 2 panel. There's a ton of fun episodes and movies, and the premieres. I think that's where you got me. I'll say I'm a rookie in the anime world, so I'm gonna be able to catch, if I was able to go, but I'm not. But say if I was going, I'll be able to catch some world premieres of a lot of shows that I could find out. Like, oh, wait a minute, I've heard about this, or I haven't heard about this one. It's pretty dope. And the cool thing about anime, it's going to have some fighting in it. Somebody's going to be getting split in half with a samurai sword, or some demon's going to come out their body and possess them, and they got the good stuff. That's just the theme of anime. I know it's a couple love stories in there, too. I've heard of anime love stories out there. But for me, I'm all about the slash and dash.
Yeah.
Crunchyroll's going to be there. I've done some fun events with them. I've been to the Crunchyroll Expo that was in San Jose way back in 2019, I believe. Ran into some friends there as well that were also into anime and other fun stuff. So a movie that is now a series, Jujutsu Kaisen, which is a love story of a young man, I'll say a little kid, in probably like elementary, had a girl that he liked. He ended up telling her. And in the tragedy of how Magna, which is the anime comic book or Japanese comic books, as soon as he tells the girl that he loves her and he likes her and they want to be boyfriend, he wants to be boyfriend, girlfriend, she turns around, walks in the street, gets hit by a car. I'm like, oh my God. And now this kid is just destroyed. And in the series itself, here comes Rico back. See if he got a good connection now. You got a good connection, Rico? Oh, no audio. We don't hear you. But the anime is now, it was a movie, now it's a series, so I'm going to try to keep tabs on the Jujutsu Kaisen that's out there playing, and this is all going on now in Los Angeles. And Warner Brothers, they have their anime as well here, John. So you got 4 days to indoctrinate yourself, educate yourself. There's the Jujutsu Kaisen panel right there. That's on day 2, July 2nd. That's going on out there. So it's just a ton of fun fun premieres every day. You got 5 or 6 premieres, and on day 3, I think day 4, actually, you got the least amount of premieres. But I think you should be all ready to go by then. By 4th of July, get up out of there, because obviously, you just gonna have so much fun, so much fun. So,
why aren't you going to that, Ahman?
I don't know. Well, I'm moving. What you mean?
That makes sense.
I got work.
You got other stuff to take care of.
I got real I got first world. It's not first world problems. I got real life situation. I got to move. I got to pack up a house. That's what I got to do.
What's up, Rico?
You're just a busy man. Hey guys, sorry about that.
No problem.
you
Little
sound great,
audio,
man.
little glitching.
Yeah, I
in the
thought my
Matrix.
computer could handle it, but apparently it wants to be a little baby and doesn't want to do it. So
Oh, it wants to be a rookie.
yeah, it's a rookie. Yeah, look, you know what? I blame myself. It's fine.
All right, man. Hey, now it's your turn. All right, it's up to you. What is your quick hit news bite? I got it up here on the screen.
My quick hitting news by Eiichior Oda, the mangaka for One Piece, the creator, mangaka. He's the creator. He's
Okay,
also
I'll
the
shut
lead. Having surgery for severe astigmatism that he's actually been dealing with for quite some time, and he's just been going at it, drawing amazing panels for One Piece as it's entering the potential final stretch. But he's going to be out for 4 weeks as he gets eye surgery. So everything that he's been doing at in Wano and on the island, and now at with Vegapunk and the likes, if anybody isn't caught up, I apologize for a couple of spoilers, but everything that he's been doing with that, he's been doing with very blurry vision. So all of the amazing art that he's been putting together without really being able to see it that well.
Wow.
Trooper.
Yeah, he's the same guy who he sees his family maybe once a week, because if he spends any more time with them, if he spends any longer with them, he fears that he will realize what he's missing and how much he misses them, and won't go back to drawing and won't be able to finish the One Piece.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Can I chime in? Because that sounds so dumb. Like, I'm afraid that if I spend time with my family, I'm going to love them more. Like
that's
the end of the world, sir. Is it the end of the world?
Well, I mean, they're at hold on, let me make sure I get this right. They're in the thousands, something mangas and not panels, but things that he's made and created and written, and it's so close to the end. It's getting so close. He said that this is the final stretch, and this is actually. Like, if you haven't read One Piece up till now, he said this. If you haven't read One Piece up till now, this is when it starts. But you obviously should have read it until now. But this is it. This is going to be, we're in the home stretch for One Piece, and he wants to finish it. And he said it before, while he was getting close to 1,000 mangas, he realized if he spends too much time with his family, he's not going to finish it.
That focus would be gone. And I'm wondering what the final stretch is. The final stretch of 500 episodes or 20 episodes or another 1,000?
Look, so the episodes aren't even close to being exactly where the manga is right now. So right now the manga, let me make sure, because I got it on my phone, because obviously I'm a nerd and I love it so much. It's my favorite. They are at 1,086 chapters, 102 volumes. And right now the anime is at 1,030 something. And there's still, there's a point in here where there's going to be a major shakeup of things.
Right. Somebody's going to die or something like that.
That still hasn't happened in the anime. And somebody on Twitter has a countdown, and it's still like 20 some episodes before it happens. And after that, there's so much more that happens before it catches up to the manga that the manga or the anime is not even close.
Right. I'm with Nick here. Final stretch in One Piece could be 300 episodes.
Exactly. It could
I'm
be.
Totally with Nick here.
It could be. And I've loved every single second of One Piece. I started watching when I was back when I was in like middle school, and I stopped watching for a little bit. Then I finally caught back up to it. And I'm now caught up with the anime and the manga. I didn't start reading the manga until like 2 years ago. Started from one. I'd already seen it all, but I started from one, and I'm all caught
that's
up.
dedication right there. Yep.
Wow.
So I've read it one time through. I've watched it up until this current episode about twice.
Yeah, I started watching the series in January, and I'm only 30 episodes in. That means I got 1,000 to go.
Yep. You'll get there.
I'm gonna get there. And
Maybe
I got
one
movies.
day.
Wait a minute, is the 1,000 anime? Does that include the movies or just the
No,
TV series?
Just the series.
Okay, so
how,
then
how long is this going to take for you guys to get through this?
Oh man, it's gonna take years, bro. Years, easy.
There's 1,030, 1,040
That's
plus
just-
episodes, and there's about 7 or 8 movies that they've
Yep.
made, and only one of them is canon, is what they said.
I believe that because I saw a fan made video on YouTube this past week that was like a little sketchy, but it was fan made. Best fans trying to help them out, their favorite fans.
It's beautiful. I love it so much.
Because if you do the math, you're talking about 1,000 plus. It's only 300 days, 365 days in a year. So that's 3, 6, and some change. So you're talking about 2.5 years to finish. If you just watch one episode, one movie a day, you're talking about 2.5 years to wrap it all up. And then,
Well, even then, with the new ones
the
coming
final
out,
stretch, as the article reads here, by way of one esports here, it's interesting. Another 300 episodes.
The dub version of the anime took like a couple months off for whatever reason, so they still had to catch up to the subbed portion of the anime, which still has to catch up to the manga.
Right.
So the dub version is still, I don't know, probably 30 or so episodes off of the sub.
Gotcha. That's interesting. That's crazy. That's a lot. I don't think I've watched that many cartoons in my lifetime. Have I? Maybe.
Is he like having LASIK surgery? Why don't they just say he's having LASIK surgery?
He might.
They're like, he's
that
having.
is.
It makes it sound like he's having eye surgery. Everybody, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like,
We're not sure.
They just dragging it out. They might be dragging it out too.
A severe case of astigmatism to the point where all things look blurry.
ugh.
Hey, that's laser tag. Wow.
Does he have glasses?
LASIK eye surgery.
He does,
That
but it
sounds
wasn't. I don't know.
Hey,
Sorry,
man, he got that
I'm
hyper
not
focus.
trying to rip the man. He's a wonderful gentleman. I'm just saying.
Since
Like-
2022, he's been dealing with it.
He's
Wow.
been grinding.
Okay.
He's been grinding.
Well, he's at that age, right? I mean, I'm in my 40s, and if I take these off or I don't have my contacts in, good luck looking at my phone.
That's why I was struggling earlier to try to look at the screen of everybody's message in the chat. I was trying to read Master House or J.
Yeah, he's 48 years old. He started One Piece, started creating One Piece when he was just 17.
Oh man,
That's crazy.
that's a lifetime right there. Oh wow! So I'm gonna take it on to. We got a little shout out to Edge Gamers Lounge here. Thank you, Rico, by the way, for sharing that story about One Piece. John as well. So Titletown Esports featuring Rocket League here in Green Bay. Registration is open now on July 8th. Season 3 starts on July 12th. You got 3 divisions: minor, major, and ultra. Two top teams in each division will play in person at Titletown Tech here in Wisconsin, or here over by Lambeau Field off of 1265. So live stream every Friday on Titletown's Facebook page. Register at titletown.com/events, powered by Edge VR Arcade and Gamers Lounge, where I am shooting the episode today, y'all. So
Can you give me that website one more time?
the website is titletown.com/events to register your Rocket League team.
Wish maybe they had a division below minor, and then maybe
Do they have rookie ball?
Was that Path to Pro? Is that
Yeah,
Path to Pro
yeah.
right there? Probably. I'll ask. We'll
fun.
find out. We'll find out. All right. Let's get our pretty faces back on the screen right there.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. So Rico, man, what's up?
Hi
with
guys.
you?
It's
How you
been a little
doing?
bit.
I
It's been
know.
a while. I'm doing great, still working, doing my thing. I actually found out a couple days ago I will be traveling to Vegas next week.
Ooh.
With the big boss to watch some NBA Summer League and some UFC.
Ooh, with DP?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And Strick. So I get to go with
Strick, of course.
Obviously the former NBAer has to make it down to Vegas for
course.
Summer League.
can I ask you a question? Because I don't know this answer. Is Wembanyama in the summer league?
Yes, he
Yes,
will
he
be
is.
there.
He bowed out of the WBO World Championships for France.
He's not playing for France, and he's not playing in like San Francisco or something at some other summer league. He's playing in the NBA Summer League in Vegas. I feel like they're only playing like a couple of games, but I'm excited to see him at all.
Man, I remember like Chet Holmgren last year was in that. He like his first game, he like just was awesome, and obviously was dealing with injuries this year. But man, that's exciting, man. Good for you.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing Scoot Henderson. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with me and 3 overall picks. Carmelo Anthony is my favorite all-time NBA player, but Scoot Henderson, I'm excited to see him.
Nice. Scoot Henderson. That's one heck of a name right there.
Oh, it's a great name.
All right, now let's head over to this or that.
This or that.
All right, let's get on up here.
This
Nope. It's all right.
or that.
Boom. There we go. All right, let me get the banner up here. Run in there. Where does it go? Where we at? Got a fun one. I grabbed some stuff from the Discord this time.
Oh,
from my man Big B. Big B grabbed it. I think this is the first one. The first 2 are Big B's here on the list. Everybody in the chat and on the crew here. So, John, take it away.
Okay, so Big B. And by the way, if you want to be like Big B and have a suggestion for this or that, hop on the Discord. Ahman will pull those out. Message us on social media if you have a fun this or that you want to hear on this podcast. All right, guys, first this or that. And this is from Big B. Thank you, Big B. Wake up early or sleep in? Guys?
I'm asleep in.
It depends on the days.
I'm sleep. My kids wake me up early so much. If I have a chance to sleep in, I'm sleeping in.
Oh yeah, I remember those days.
I can't. I waking up. I'm not a morning person. I'm not. I just started drinking coffee like 2 months ago.
You didn't put a nail in the coffin right there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That solidified it right there.
If it's during the week, I'm an early riser. I will get up. But if it's the weekend, I'm sleeping in. I've earned my badge through the week. That's how I look at it.
I'm going to go sleeping in, but I'll say something about waking up early. The times I have woken up early and you have something to do and you have things to accomplish, dude, if you wake up at like 6, I don't know, that's pretty early, even earlier, and you work out and you do this and you get the thing and it's like 9 o'clock and the rest of the world has just been up for a few hours and you're like, accomplished, man. You've got so much done there. That's a great feeling. I guess my point is waking up early and accomplishing things and having it be 8 or 9 a.m. and you're like, oh my God, I've gotten so much done. I'm so far ahead of the game. But then you're exhausted by like 6.
I want to wake up early. I want to go wake up super early and go get my workout in for the day and then just the rest of the day feel accomplished, like you said.
Yeah. The ideal situation, if we could wake up late and still get everything done in a day, that'll be it right there. That's what I hope for. I'm like, man, I wish I could wake up at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and literally get everything done in a day. Rarely does that happen. That's had happened once or twice, but not many times. I'll say that.
Isn't the perfect situation like not sleeping in and not waking, just letting yourself, you know what, some of the greatest sleeps I've gotten is when you just go to bed and then you just let your body wake up. And when your body's like, it's time to wake up, whether that's 7:30, 9:30, whatever that is, that to me is like the best way. Just no alarm clock, nobody interrupting you, just wake up.
I'm down for that. I've done that before. Oh, yeah. Especially coming out of football. Oh, because training camp days, you feel like Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, where you wake up, you're like, what, it's Monday again? Huh? It feels like Tuesday still. It's still, you all beat up and tired. But I'm gonna say I would say overall now majority of my days is waking up not super early. Like I'm not like Mad Style says 4 a.m. I'm not that early. I'm 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and that's not real early compared to most worlds. So I'm lucky, I guess. I can get a little extra hour of sleep in here. All right, next one on the list. From Big B again.
Another one. All right, another one from Big B. Expensive gift or homemade gift? If you don't mind, I'm going to go first. I'm going to go homemade gift. Well, I guess it depends what you're buying me. But like you buy me a huge TV or something, I might want that. But for the most part, homemade gift. And the reason I bring this up, fellas, is because on Father's Day recently, my daughter, she didn't buy a card with mom or whatever. She made a card. And that is so much more meaningful. Yeah.
Game changer, yeah.
And so I'm going to go with homemade gift, unless you're buying me like this huge, awesome, like setup with like TVs and PlayStations and stuff like that.
I second that motion.
That sounds pretty good. I was going to say, am I receiving it or am I giving it? Because if I'm giving it.
Good question.
Homemade gift. because I ain't trying to spend. No, I'm kidding. A homemade gift. It's just more personable. It's more personable. I feel like I can give you something that comes from my heart and something that I actually think that you'll really like. But if I'm receiving something, obviously I want an expensive gift. Like I'm trying to, my wife buys my wife loves giving gifts.
Mhm.
She doesn't like receiving gifts. So
Really?
she's like always buying. She's like, hey, I got you this. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. Or like, if it's my birthday or like our anniversary or something, she's like buying things. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I made you this because she likes, homemade things. So I'll write her like a letter or something. I'll give it to her. She likes those, but she's like, she bought me my PS5. She bought me like other controllers for her. She buys me games. And I'm just like, I love you so much. You're the best.
Yeah, that's kind of where my wife lives. She likes to make stuff. She likes stuff to be made for her as well. She loved when the kids were little, they would do the arts and craft from school and bring it home for Mother's Day or Christmas and stuff like that. I know my daughter, one of my daughters made me a little Father's Day gift. Like it has a little picture of when they were kids on it. So I was like, oh. So it wasn't made by her, but it was made, something usually that is not, I say you can find in a store, when it's a personalized picture of your own kid. So I thought that was really neat. I got on my keychain and she wrote on the I don't lose stuff, but she put on here, don't lose it. And I'm like, I don't lose things.
Just in case, man.
It's right here.
Just
you
in
can
case.
see it. Yeah, I'm like, I don't lose stuff anyway. What are you talking about, girl? Here's a little right here, a little keychain. It says 1, 2, 3. It says, 1, 2, 3. So if you remember, I think it was a song by Music Soul Child, 1, 4, 3. Talking about means I love you, and so she put that on here. 1, 4, 3 Batman, knowing my nickname Batman. So
That's awesome.
Oh, look at you! Look at that! You cry, tear up a little bit.
Great gift.
That's
from
cute.
My oldest daughter, Amani. There, shout out to her. I know she's probably, hopefully, tuning in, listening. If not, I'm gonna give her a hard time. But
How
still
dare
love
she?
you. I still love her to death. So just like all my kids, knuckleheads always calling Dad. Hey, Dad, I need to talk. I'm like, all right, what you got? Here we go. All right, next one on the list.
Love it. This is an interesting one, Ahman, that you're asking two guys are in radio.
That's why I put it up here.
It's talking or listening, this or that. Honestly, even though I am in radio, I've been in radio, I think I'd rather listen sometimes than always just yap.
True. What's up, Big B? I'm listening. I'm better when I listen more. Obviously, I know how to reply or rebuttal or react to the person talking. So I'm listening.
I'm a big talker, obviously. Work in radio, love to talk, love talking all the time.
I love to talk.
I'm not a great listener. My wife will tell you that. And I have this thing where she'll tell me something, and like I hear her. And I know what she said, but my first reaction is always, huh? And then I'll answer as she's like repeating the question. So she'll be like, "Hey, have you seen the kids' clothes?" And I'll be like, "Huh?" And she'll be like, "Have you seen?" I go, "Oh yeah, they're over there." And she's like, "Why did you?"
Dude, you're that guy. Oh my god,
you're gonna lose a limb one day, Rico. You better.
Learn
to listen.
I hear her and I know what she said.
Yeah.
But it's just huh, and then I'll answer, but she's already repeating the question, or she does this thing, and it annoys me, and I know it annoys her, where she'll tell me something, I'll say huh, and she'll go never mind.
Yeah,
and I was like, no, if you asked me, it's important, so can you please repeat it? And she goes, no, you weren't listening, it's fine. I'm like,
yeah, I get that. I get that one. I get that one every now and then. That's why I listen. That is why I listen.
Yeah, I do think it is annoying. Nothing on you, Rico. When you talk to somebody and you say something like that, like, "Hey, can you pass the milk?" And they're like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Can you pass?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why did you say huh?" Because you heard me. You heard me. Why are you saying huh? Why are you asking what? Why are you saying what's that? Like, you know exactly what I'm saying.
It took my brain a second to realize, like, I heard you, but my brain is like, hold on, no, they wanted this, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Y'all better listen. Y'all gonna get like a slap across the head. That's what my mama used to do. Boy, you heard me. I'm like, my bad. I'm sorry.
And she hates it because I'm pretty sure our kids got my listening ability, so it's fine.
Mad Style says doesn't annoy me much or much, but LOL, she gets flustered. Is that flustered?
Yeah, flustered.
Flustered. All right. Next one on the list here. Then I know John got to get cutting out of here in a little bit.
Yeah, and by the way, I think it's your. I'll stick around for Black Mirror though.
Okay.
Your brain's processing, Rico. That's what's going on there.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
All right.
Play only games released in the last 10 years, or play only games released more than 10 years ago.
Ooh.
I'm so much of a retro guy. I want to go games released more than 10 years ago. Yeah.
I have a little bit of retro bug that I get since I have the Galaga and Miss Pac-Man in the basement. I have to play that cabinet at least once a day. The good thing is I don't have to put no quarters in there, so at least that feels good. Or it wasn't like back in the day you go to the arcade with your $5. That $5 was gone quick. So I'm kind of with that one, John. What about you, Rico?
I guess I'll go with within the last 10 years, just because lately a lot of the games that I like from more than 10 years ago are being re-released, so it still counts.
That's true.
There you go.
They're getting remakes, they're getting remasters, and all this stuff. So I'm good with
Resident Evil all day. Even Last of Us was remastered for PC. So.
Good point.
It didn't work for a while, but yeah, it was.
That's true. Big B here says would be released more than 10 years ago. I could play NBA Street dunk contest for hours. Oh, that was a classic.
NBA and NFL Street.
NFL Street classics.
Do you remember NBA Ballers?
Yep, I remember that.
I spent way too much time on that game.
It's games like that you just knew that was your guilty pleasure. You just like, I'm about to lose about 4 hours of my life right now.
That
and this game.
Midnight Club Dub Edition. That was my favorite racing game of all time.
I got you. We got to do that one day, Rico.
Yes.
When I come back to Lincoln, we got to sit down and play Dub Edition.
Bet.
Midnight. Oh, that was it. What was you about to say, John?
I would say I'm looking up NBA Ballers, and on the cover, I've got Chauncey Billups on one, Stephon Marbury, it looks like, on another.
Oh, my God. Stephon Marbury. I think he's still over in China playing basketball, isn't he? Or Japan somewhere?
Stephon Marbury was awesome.
He's made more money out there than he did in NBA.
He has a statue in China.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, like Michael Jordan has one in front of the United Center
Exactly.
down in Chicago.
Like he's a folk hero in China.
He is.
Wow.
I saw a little mini documentary on him like 2-3 years ago.
And love him.
Living life in China. Living it.
Dude, I'm from Minnesota. He and Kevin Garnett, man, that was the future for us for a while. I love Stephon Marbury. Yeah. Well, he was fantastic.
All right, here we go. Last one. Then we're going to get on to, we'll probably do Black Mirror early so John could hit it. And then we could do the game releases later with me and Rico the Rookie here. Last this or that.
Last this or that. 1v1 or team play?
In gaming. It's a gaming question. Multiplayer, team play, or you going to roll solo and play somebody and beat somebody up in something Madden or Street Fighter or something like that.
I think I'm a big team play guy. I like going solo from time to time, but for the most part, I like being with other people, and maybe that's part of me wanting to talk. I just like talking to other people and just having that kind of just that camaraderie together, and just getting those conversations in, because then you find some new friends, and then you start making fun of each other, and then you'll never see each other again.
Yeah, that's the part. Yeah, especially when it's online. You're like, oh, you're in Texas, so you're not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna see you.
I made some really close friends in like H1Z1 when it was released on the PlayStation Store, and it was like free. And I played with these two guys for like a week and never talked to them since then. I thought they're really good. Yeah, they're cool guys.
Man, you missing that important part of your life.
I didn't even know their first names. I just knew their gamer tags.
Yeah, and that makes it easier. Kinda. We got Big B says team play Warzone quads for him. What'd you say, Rico?
I would say the best friends I ever had.
Yeah, there you go. I've the best team play experience I had with randoms. And I think, John, you know the stories with the little kids. Remember that I told you this story a couple years ago? Yeah. So Rico and Chat, I'll say in the last 10 years, I was online playing Halo Guardians, so Halo 4 Guardians. And I stumbled into this random lobby. I'm one of 4 players, and the other 3 players are all part of this clan. I cannot remember. I wish I could remember. But it was this clan online, and it was, swear to God, it was all 12 and unders, right? and I could hear, because you could hear their voices. You could say, "Oh yeah, they're young." And it's 12 and under chat room, and we're talking. They're nailing the call outs and hitting shots. They're balling, right? I'm like, they pretty much carried me really to the win. And then after the match, we ran like 3 matches together. And after the first match, second match actually, one of the kids goes, "Hey, Batman AG 30, you want to join our clan?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll join." Then one of them says, "How old are you?" I was like, "How old do I sound like?" And it was a long pause. After I said it was a long pause. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't answer the question. I said that, And so they sent me this link to the Forge. Remember Forge on Halo? So they went into the Forge, and these 12 and unders were like about that life. They had a sniper's range, they had a melee range, they had a shotgun range, they had team practice range they have created in the Forge. And I didn't know, as a grown adult, I didn't know to fear. Should I be scared or should I be impressed? I'm like, these 12-year-olds were organized. Like they were, saying, "Hey, this is what time we come into the Forge at this time every day from Monday through Friday, or or we get home from practice. If we don't have a whole lot of homework, we do this and that." I was like, I went upstairs, but I said, "Babe, I don't know if to be scared or to be super excited about these 12-year-olds. Seem like they got their lives together better than I do right now."
That's the future right there.
Right. I said, it's the future. I'm like, are they about to take over the world in a bad way or a good way? I'm like, I don't know.
That's terrifying.
It was like, it was some Black Mirror stuff going on. That's what it was. I was like, these kids are on it. They know their stuff. They've in the Halo Forge area creating maps and going hard in the paint. I'm pretty sure one of those players, if not all, are pro in something in esports right now. If they're not pro Halo, Call of Duty, Overwatch 2, it's a problem because they had it down pat.
They were.
It was like me talking to my mini 10-year-old, but me in football. That's how it was. It was like, wait a minute, these kids are killing. I was like impressed. Oh, all right, story over. What we got now? Are we done?
Yeah, let's get to Black Mirror.
All right, let's get on to the Black Mirror. Let me hit the audio. Oops, nope. Banner. Nope. Comments. Nope. Burn. There we go.
Yeah, you guys talk about your Black Mirror.
Row, row, row your boat gently up the... sorry. Excuse me. It's time for What's on Street.
All right, John, I got you all set up here. I'm getting you. Get you going.
Yo, I've already finished the entire new season of Black Mirror. And the second one, when I watched the second one, Ahman, by the way, Demon 79, I think is what it's called, the last one.
That's the last episode, right?
Yo, that is such I gotta watch it again. That is such a strange, it's so cool though. I really enjoyed it. But this one, I thought you would love this one.
I did. It had every element of being diabolical, technology, and just wrong. Just all type of wrong. Horror, area type of wrong.
So episode 2, season 6, Loch Henry. The synopsis here. Let's see here. Nature documentary in a quaint Scottish village leads to a shocking discovery. Mm-hmm. It's a chilling mystery thriller for Black Mirror. And they don't really focus so much on the tech in this one. It's there, but it's more of this mystery story.
Yeah.
And so basically, like it says, this guy and his girlfriend go visit his parents' house in this small town, and they're going to shoot this video documentary, and everything changes when they go to the pub here and talk to this guy's friend from a long time ago, and they figure out that this place, this town, this pub, it all used to be packed with tourists, but there was a crazy guy killing tourists, and
it might have been a cop, right?
Well, yeah, and then it goes into you find out more about the story of
layers.
Yeah, there's so many layers. So basically, his girlfriend says, "Hey, we can't come here for the nature doc. The documentary is this killer. This is the story." And so they go deep into it, and they lead to some shocking discoveries as they go along. And it's just kind of it's a fun, chilling mystery thriller. So I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, it just shows you like the layers, because every time they start another conversation, from when he start meet his friend in the bar, to then when he's talking to his mother, and then after a few little scenes where kind of like where we're at right now, where they go out again, and then just hearing stuff about the house that they're looking into, or the territory they're living in, where this quaint town over in is it Scotland?
I think so.
Is that where they at? It's just unraveling right in front of them. So it's just like, for me, and knowing Black Mirror, it's like, already, as the characters, they don't know what's coming at them, but it's like, oh my God, this is not going to be good in the end. You hope, the only hope I hoped, which for spoiler alert, there was going to be somebody that everybody's going to survive, but that didn't happen.
No.
Rico, do you get a chance to watch this yet?
I have not gotten a chance to watch it yet. I still need to figure out how I'm going to get my Netflix back.
Oh man, you got.
Oh, were you one of the password sharers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It was my mom's Netflix, and then she didn't know, and she put, "Oh, this is the home address." So I went to go into it to watch this, and it said that I couldn't. So then she's like, "Oh, well, if you can't watch it, I'm just going to get rid of it." And I was like, "Can you just pay for it and I'll have it?"
Right. Hey, and that should be a Black Mirror episode in its own.
Yeah,
because I saw a news clip. I should have even talked about it, and I'm thinking about doing this for next episode. That if we see something on social media that is hilarious or crazy, we're gonna talk about it. Because I saw someone, I think it was Instagram, that said that when the Netflix thing came down, that there was families they were fighting. They were having family fights over Netflix accounts
because they were trying to find out who got to have it, whose house, whose TV, whose laptop got to keep Netflix.
It's damn near starting divorces now. Come on, Netflix.
It was sad.
It's disappointing to me, the Netflix thing, because you brag about this great feature, right? That you have, and you're like, you brag about it, like, hey, share with your friends, like it's fun, and up to 3 screens, up to how many screens, and then what happens is, I'm assuming they're losing money, subscribers. They need to do something, and they do, and it's just like you turn your back on what was really a fun feature about your service. And they just kind of make and with no regard for the people. They're like, they just want your money. They just want your $10 a month.
They're like, we want everybody to subscribe. I was like, just change it to like 2 screens. I don't know.
Kind of like her reaction right there on the
That's
video.
A good point.
Exactly.
She's like, wait a minute, this wasn't a TV show. It's a mass murder going on.
This is real.
And so that's what. And then so, like you said, like we're talking about going back to the show here. Now you got people that's actually telling the story of the couple that was on their honeymoon, and now they're just digging deeper and deeper. I think Henry's girlfriend, I think her actress is Michaela something. I can't think of her last name now, but first name is Michaela, I believe. Michaela Harold. And so she is like the driving force of digging more and finding out more and more about this guy on the video here. That is a town, I say kind of like not a hero, but a myth, or some guy walking around that is more of a fixture of the city. And when they know, oh yeah, I seen that dude on the corner, he's always there talking to himself or something. I think we have one guy in every town. If you going to school one day and you see this guy on the corner, or a person on the corner talking to themselves, that person there. And so then it continues to tell the story of what's going on in this town, that what people think what's going on, or think what happened back in the day, and what really happened is what's now with Henry's mom here, starting to feel she's being found out, and it just leads down, as they say, the snowball effect happens, and all hell's about to break loose. I would say not about to break loose, but start to lose the reins a little bit.
Can we spoil it and just say, like,
yes, that's what this is. We say spoiler alert all the time on here.
Spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1.
Giving you enough time to hit pause. So yeah, you find out that the main character's mom and dad were the diabolical people behind the scenes and kind of framing this one guy that they used, and they would have like these orgies. I don't know, right?
I was confused. I'm like, is it an orgy or is it a
there were some sexual things,
or a snuff, as they call a snuff film,
Oh yeah, and they would have these videotapes of the murders, and this is where the the boyfriend's or the girlfriend of the
she's trying to get away because she knows what's going on, but
she sees it on the tape. Yeah.
Yep.
She's like, whoa.
Slips and busts her head, and it's like, oh, come on.
Dang
the
it.
nature. You got everybody taking. You got the nature taking people out. Especially Black Mirror. You don't know what's gonna come at you.
Which, by the way, I thought that was kind of lame when she slipped and hit her head. I was like,
yeah, I thought that was.
Oh, this is how you go.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of, what's the word? It was kind of non-monumental because, like, wait a minute, she's a big role in this series, in this episode, and she dies, and now he is kind of telling a story and wins an Emmy, and it has to deal with that his mom and dad were these basically killers, and then he lost his girlfriend, all in the same. In terms
and
of
everybody else now is taking credit for it. All the
right.
big Streamberry producers and everything. And he's just sitting there like, I've
Hey,
basically gotten my career taken from me by everybody taking credit for it. He's sitting there by himself. I'm lonely. Everybody I've ever cared about in my life is dead.
Pretty much. That sounds familiar. Unfortunately for some. So yeah, Loch Henry, I say my final verdict on this. Good. So, I mean, it had all the layers of suspense thriller. You had the person where the girlfriend, she saw the light and was like, wait a minute, this is more important than, like you said, John, than doing a nature documentary. You got something really going on here that hasn't really been investigated. Let's start going down that road. And it cost her life, unfortunately, and cost Henry's, he lost his mom. The dad was already passed away, but then mom as well, she hung herself. So I say all in all, a typical, really good Black Mirror episode here, and I can't wait to watch the next one. We only on number 2, so we got 4 more to go. And I've already looked ahead, and I can't wait to talk about them. They're all fun. Yeah. They're all super fun. So what about you, Rico?
As soon as I get my Netflix
you gotta watch it.
I'm gonna be extremely excited. Like I told you guys before, I'd heard about Black Mirror all just for the longest time, and I'd always wanted to watch it, but I just hadn't gotten around to it. So once I figure that all out, I'm definitely gonna start watching it.
Gotcha.
And like just hearing you guys talk about it and like the suspense and the thrills and the twists and turns, it sounds amazing.
Serious twists and turns. So how about yourself, John?
I think you kind of wrapped up that episode. It's a good episode. I enjoyed it. And what I enjoy most about Black Mirror is you're always kind of, as a viewer, you're always waiting, like, where's the twist coming? What is this technology? Like I tried to go into every one of these episodes, not even reading what it's about. I want to be
so just blind, straight up blind, huh?
Straight up, just what is it? Play episode 2. I don't want to read the synopsis. I don't want to know anything, because I think as a viewer, it's really fun in this series is to try to figure out, number 1, where's the technology bit? Did they have one in this one? Was it very big? Number 2, where's the twist and turn? And it keeps your attention for the entirety of the episode, and that's what makes it so cool. Is that these are like mini movies. It's great. It's a great series.
No, good series. And I was just about to say something right when you started talking, but it'll pop in my brain. No, it's all good. Pop in my brain later because we still got to do game release. And I think you got to head out, John, right?
Yeah, I got a break, but come on. Puppy Island, Little Friends, Puppy Island was my pick for game releases.
Hold on. You want to hit it real quick since we're talking?
Yeah, let's hit it real quick because this is my reaction. Okay, so to let everybody know.
It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
So Mon sends a list of games, and I literally just pick the game that I think sounds the best or the funniest or something like that. Oh, am I still on?
No.
Oh, okay. So I literally just picked the game from Amon's text that
for you to
sounds
befriend.
the best or the funniest.
Make sure to bathe.
And when I Googled Little Friends Puppy Island, and the
play with
Nintendo
them.
website has like all these little
Unlock
puppies playing on the beach on the cover art. The first thing
to
I did, I was
dress
like,
up your pups and create your own unique style.
like this is
why you sound like my wife Marie right now.
My daughter would
Her
freak
doggy
out
talk.
over this game.
Right.
Just
I mean,
freak out.
That puppy
Or
was
why
wearing
not show off
he's
your
wearing a
looks in
pirate hat.
puppy photo shoot.
You got a pirate puppy?
Go
Oh, you
on
got
your
photo
very own
shoots with the
adventure and
dogs? Oh,
explore
my
an
goodness.
island
See, this
full
is
of
going to be like
puppies.
Stray last year where everybody's going to buy this game because there are dog people. There's more dog
Who
people in the
knows
world
what
than I
secrets you'll
think
find
just as
along the
many
way.
cat people. Which they're going to love it.
Make this island
So
your
this
own.
is from Nintendo's website,
Build
guys.
and
Get ready
customize it
for
for
a
you and the
awesome
furry
puppy
locals.
adventure in Little Friends Puppy Island. Discover exciting
There's so
locations,
much here
dig
for you
up
to
hidden
discover.
treasures, Build and
And so
expand your
many
holiday
friends to
resort and
make
meet
in this
plenty of lovable
relaxing
little
and
friends
exciting puppy
to
adventure.
care for on your very own unforgettable
We can't
tropical
wait to
island
welcome you to
adventure.
the
I like that.
island.
Get it?
Unpawgettable. Okay.
Ridiculous.
Look at that.
Look at that. Little friends.
If you're under 10 or over,
Welcome
or
to paradise.
I don't know. I'd say puppy.
should
Everybody
we
loves
say
puppies. Forget the
puppy
age
Yeah,
range.
paradise?
you guys got puppies running around.
there you
Say no to
go.
a
I
puppy.
would definitely
Come
download
on.
this.
Let me show you.
Looks
our
like a great.
special
First
island.
off, it looks like a beautiful island, and you've got puppies.
we
Like,
have a ton of pups
Yeah.
for you to befriend.
Aw.
Make sure to
You
bathe
give 'em
them
baths.
There's your baths.
Now
There's
it's
your baths.
$40 for the digital download. I'm not gonna
And play
lie.
with
I
them.
might wait till it goes on sale.
Yeah.
Unlock hundreds of
Actually, I
clothes
wanna
and
spend $40
accessories to
on
dress up
puppies.
your pups and create your
Yeah,
own
gamer
telling you.
prices,
style.
gamer balling on the gamer
Get your
budget.
friends
Yeah, you gotta
kitted out
wait
and hunt
maybe a
for
little bit
treasure on
longer.
some
My 10-year-old
beaches.
daughter is gonna freak
Or
out. Like she'll
hike
see that
and
if I show her
explore
this
snowy
video, she'll be like,
mountains.
"Oh, can we
Or
get
why
it?"
not show off your
Yes,
looks
100
in a
I
puppy
agree with
photo
that.
shoot?
You'll be trouble. You'll be getting yourself in trouble with this.
Go on your very own
That was my game
adventure
release.
and explore an island
All
full
right.
of puppies.
Let me switch it on
Be
over.
sure to check every nook.
Oh, you get to hold the leash.
All right. Now the next one up is me with some Power Wash Simulator. I love the simulator, y'all. Let me hit play here.
I love power washing videos.
Yes.
Coming to you live
And this
above the
is
streets of
Power
Buckingham, where a
Wash
phreatic eruption from a
SpongeBob
long-presumed
SquarePants
dormant
special
volcano
pack, but I couldn't
threatens this
find
usually serene
no
neighborhood.
extended video of
The question
that.
everyone's asking
I
right
can
now
only
is,
find
who's going to clean
video
up this mess?
of the original release, which it only has like a 10-second video that I'll show up here of power washing things around your yard and house. So fire up your power washer and blast away every speck of dirt and grime you can find around your house. So build your own power washer business, unlock new tools, upgrades, and more, all with the simple satisfaction of power washing to a sparkling finish. So build up your business in career mode and complete a variety of dirty jobs, i.e. dirty jobs, there you go, across the dusty town of, what is it called? Muckingham?
Like Muckingham.
Muckingham. My eyes are I'm losing my eyes here. So Muckingham, there's no right or wrong way, no time pressure or final score. Just you and the tools you need to soak away your stress. You want to clean? What's that say? You want to clean start? There we go. Chill out and replay your favorite jobs in free play. So there you go. Graffiti, grime, moss, and mold. No dirt is too tough for the range. And here's the 11-second SpongeBob clip I told you about here coming. No lie about that. I was honest. Play it. Oops. Play it. This is all we get of SpongeBob. This is all I could find.
Oh, jeez.
That's it.
Oh yeah, you got to power wash. How are you gonna power wash underwater? Come on,
Right. That's true. What are we doing here?
What are we
but
doing?
But it's the simulators. I love them. We had Firehouse Simulator or Fireman Simulator a few months ago. We had Joey on from Excluded, and now we got Power Wash Simulator. Hey, and I love cutting grass. So when Lawnmower Simulator came out, Rico, that hits my heart. So I kind of understand the power.
I saw
wash
the
side of it.
lawnmower simulator, and it looked interesting. It's not for me, but it looked,
is.
You get the different lawnmowers and everything, and just like I see the farming simulator. I asked my father-in-law, who's a farmer. I showed him a video, and he goes, I said, is this like what you do? And he goes,
Yep.
This is stupid.
He said, "This is stupid." Oh man! All right, Rico, I got you hooked up here on
All
your
right.
game. You ready?
Revival recolonization. Set in a post-apocalyptic version of Earth, Revival is a 4X strategy game where the world and its rules can change at key moments, creating a deep and highly replayable experience. Explore a transformed planet, negotiate or conquer new territories, and bring the light of civilization to regressing human polity in order to prepare mankind for war with a despotic entity. Now, the reason I chose this is I'm watching the video and read about it, and what was really interesting wasn't, the gameplay and everything. It was the fact that it said that during the game, things will change. So you could be playing, doing something, and then they said, the different times that you play it,
Right.
you'll have something over here that's a desert, and all of a sudden it'll turn into a frozen wasteland. We'll have a place that's on fire, and all of a sudden the fire will go out, and there's zombies. There's toxic releases. Again, fires can start anywhere, and you can discover, because it's set on Earth, so you can discover the Statue of Liberty. You can discover the Eiffel Tower. You can find all of these things while you're recreating civilization. So my favorite part was just how things can just randomly change. You can be going perfectly and everything's going great for you, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, by the way, this weapon that all of your troops have, can't use it anymore.
Oh,
so they'll be like, oh, this frozen wasteland, it's a desert now. Oh, there's zombies to your left now.
That's crazy. So this is Earth, in the future.
Yes,
basically. Now.
They don't know what happened, but the Earth just got destroyed, and you're trying to recolonize Earth.
Is this from because lead humanity to retake the Earth from an insane AI?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Hey, that's what's happening with us right now. We got the Canadian fire smoke taking over the Midwest, the upper Midwest, and all the way to the East Coast. We got more powerful hurricanes and everything down in the Gulf of Mexico area. Winters are becoming, I think, a little weaker. It wasn't that tough of a winter this year. So, yeah, this is pretty much the world in itself, and climate change and everything, and us as people, which is the AI.
If things get real.
Things get really real. Exactly.
You get to choose, there's different tribes and different leaders of tribes and different powers.
And that's going to be a problem. We already seen movies where things are going in tribal sense, and that in the movie's essence, it doesn't look good.
No. Well, how true is it, from the Last of Us perspective? If the blank hits the fan, it's going to be regionalized.
Oh, it ain't going to be good for everybody. It's going to be rough.
And they're all going to have their own rules.
Yep, everybody's going to do whatever they want to do, and maybe the government will try to take things over, but you're going to have people who push back against it, and then if that happens, then you're going to have pockets of revolting people who are, we're doing what's best for us, and then we're doing what's best. The government thinks they're doing what's best. It's if bleep really hits the fan,
right,
and things happen like that, terrifying.
It's scary. It's scary. Because everybody's going to think they're doing the greater good. That's the problem. Everybody's going to think, oh, I'm trying to help out my area. And you're killing 30, 40 people at a time. I
don't know if this is even possible or plausible because there is solar power and generators. But if the power ever somehow was not able to be used by the majority of this country, dude, imagine if the power went out for a month. By day 30, by day 30, before that, it would be insane. It would be so scary. I don't even know what you would do. You just huddle in your basement in our house and just hope to God no one tries to loot.
Hey, you better know your neighbors. Get to know your neighbors.
Hello, friends.
Please. Go walk. Actually, walk to the house to your left and the right and knock on the door and just say, hey, how you doing? Do that every other day. That'll help you, John. And that scenario you just painted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that. Find out who your neighbors are. Get to know them a little bit.
Befriend the neighborhood.
That's
your whole block. Get them all on your side.
Exactly. Okay. That's what we used to do back in the day. We didn't, without all the technology, I was running over. Hey, can Miles come out and play some football? Hey, can Caleb play some? We're gonna play some baseball. Can he come out and play? We were knocking the kids as us, but adults were doing the same.
Dude, I'd do that, and then what would happen is the blank would hit the fan, and they'd be like, we need you to be the leader, John. I mean, you're the one that's organizing all this. You're always coming over and talking to everybody. And I'd be like, I don't want to lead anybody right now.
I got my own family.
I don't want to be the leader because if bleep hits the fan a second time, all of a sudden you're looking at me. If I'm not doing a good job, then you're going to overthrow the leader. I don't want to be overthrown.
Exactly.
Big B says, knock on the door. Housekeeping. There you go. At least you put down the defense system if you say that. Because people, when they hear housekeeping, they're like, oh. But you be like, wait a minute. This is my house. What are you talking about, housekeeping?
I didn't order anything.
Who did I order? I didn't call. Hey, babe, did we get a housekeeping service now? I don't know. And then Big B also back to the Power Wash Simulator. Yeah, that was the SpongeBob DLC, which it only had 11-second video. I mean, I scoured the internet for at least an hour to look for more video of the SpongeBob DLC, and I could not find it. So I was like, man, we're just gonna roll with this 11 seconds right here. That's all I could do.
Got to clean
For
the
John and
pineapple under
Rico in the
sea.
chat. That's all I could get. I could get the 11 seconds of SpongeBob. SpongeBob, that guy. He's that dude. Now he's power
Everybody
washing.
loves SpongeBob.
So we're at the end of the show, guys. Hey, real quick before y'all jump off, keep your windows open so everything could download and complete the download. And chat, appreciate y'all coming in. Big B helping out with the this or that, and then Nick and Mad Styles, and we had a few other hats in here. Who else we had in here? We had JFK talking up in here. Thanks for that. We'll be back next week. So before we leave, though, John and then Rico, let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
I'll start. John Audius Radio right here. It's on the screen if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube at JONARIAS Radio, at JohnCast Podcast. Hey, this is the final week. My podcast is up for Best of Madison.
There you go.
I got the links on my social media. It takes 45 seconds. You only get to vote once anyway. So if you have 45 seconds to spare, I would appreciate it. You've got like two days to vote to see if my podcast can be Best of Madison. And maybe this podcast originates from so many places. We can't even get a best of in a certain city, can we?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Oh, we could try.
We could try.
Right.
We're going to be multifaceted.
The worst they can say is no.
Multiple states.
No thanks.
I can say no. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll turn your way. Find me at Radio Rico AC on Twitter, at Enrique Alvarez Clary on Instagram, and really on the radio station at 937 The Ticket on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you can find it and download podcasts and all that. You can find me on the radio.
There you go. And you can find me here on Ahman Green TV, Ahman Green Gamers Lounge on YouTube, and also on TikTok. We got the Gamers Lounge on there, Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. And then also with Rico on 93.7. My show will be airing tomorrow night at 6 p.m. with my man Austin. Shout out to Austin helping
You'll
out
actually
with
be
that show.
with Harrison tomorrow.
Oh, would I be with Harrison? Okay,
Yep.
Harrison.
Wait, you got a show in Lincoln?
Yeah, in Lincoln, John. Yeah.
Oh,
we got
nice.
and I could talk football. I could talk esports. I could talk whatever I want to talk about.
It's
John.
his hour.
It is my hour.
That's
it's
awesome.
the Ahman Green Show. What's his name?
Big Voice Bob.
Big Voice Bob. John, you ever work with Big Voice Bob out of Madison?
No, I don't. I know
When they
Bob
did the
that does,
intros
like,
and
Fox
outros?
Sports radio stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's
he probably did. That's him.
Is that him?
He did,
Yeah.
he did
he's
our
great.
stuff. Yeah, for the Gamers Lounge. Yeah.
He does that. He does our voices for The Ticket, and
Sweet.
he actually. Yeah, I've sent him enough emails that we're pretty close friends. He actually moved to Kansas City, I believe.
Nice.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we're
no, I
trying to
know
get him.
Big Voice
We're
Bob.
trying to get him up here for a game day.
There we go. We got to do that with Big Voice Bob. So shout out to Big Voice Bob for all the intros that we have here on the Gamers Lounge. And then shout out to unofficial sponsor, soon to be sponsor, Drink on the Slide. I've been drinking the can, if y'all notice. I had it right here. I've been drinking on it all show. Let me turn that around. So go to drinkontheslide.com. It's super stealth, super smooth, no bubbles, no caffeine, and no BS, y'all. So all taste without high calories and sugar, powerful organic ingredients that work ultimately with your brain and your body for relaxation. So right now, the website is accepting all fall orders for reserves coming up this fall here in about 3 or 4 months. God, we'll be in fall. I mean, not even talk about that. I want to stay in the summer right now. But go over to drinkontheslide.com. Order you a pack today. You'll get it here come fall. That's one of our official, unofficial, soon-to-be official sponsors of the show. So peace out. So shout out to Drink on the Slide out there. Dr. Tom and Dr. Amy with that. And on that note, y'all, see y'all later next week. Peace. Remember, keep y'all windows open so we can download everything. All right, chat, man. See y'all next week. Get up here. Here we go. Here we get that one. Boom. And then that one.
Brought to you by Bet Online.
There we go.